if you can't see or hear it, 3:43 p.m. Thursday, September 18th, 2025. And if Taco Bell has robots and Elon Musk made robots, because how Satan's going to see inside your house? Now, if I was Satan, I want to take over the whole world. But before I do that, I want to do this first. Take control of the money. That's the first thing I do. Got to control that money. And the reason why I have to control that money is because I got to watch which hands that are going into. So I take over the banks. And then once I take over the banks, I can start getting into everything else, like the stock market and trade and bonds and CDs. Then, if I make it to the United States of America, I'm going to go to Washington. And I'm going to go to Washington, and I am going to fuck up Washington so fucking bad. And like I said, they were here before us. These people that were in heaven were here before us. The fallen angels and Satan. And his demons followed with him. And they came down on earth, and now they've been here for centuries. Now you got to think how far the Bible was written. If you could find out the truth of that, you could follow your path of telling you the truth. But the other thing is, Satan doesn't want the truth. Satan will misdirect you, lead you a different way, because if you try to go to the truth, he's going to do something to you. It's so amazing that I saw it for myself. He's going to do something that if you caught him in a lie, or something that he stole from somebody, or did something wrong, I caught you in the act, Satan. What are you going to do? What he's going to do is, he's going to lead you to another thing, tragic. I got to throw your attention away from me and make your focus go 100% on that tragic. And then when I got your focus on it, I can sneak away and you'll never know I was there. That's the devil. He'll put anything on the media to make you believe it, and you draw yourself to go sit in the living room and watch it. And they're going to constantly do this until they indoctrinate it in your brain. And they have to keep doing it because they think we're fucking dumb. I won't say for everybody. I'm not dumb. I'm not thinking for the other people. The sheep. I don't think for people. I think for myself. I don't care about people's feelings either. I don't even give a fuck about that. I don't care what happened to that guy. He shouldn't have went out in the open. If he didn't go out in the open, that never happened. You know, fucking use your brains. And then the guy behind him making hand signals. I don't know. He's making paper machete or something. He was maybe making a paper airplane. He was maybe signaling to his girlfriend in the crowd, hey, baby, you wait tonight when I take this hat off. And then he rubbed his face because he wants to lick that pussy on his face. Maybe that's what he was doing. I don't know. And then Satan's going to take over the United States of America. And how he's going to do that? Well, we need the real ID, because the real ID is where we need to get a hold of all the population on Earth. Everything has to have the real ID. Then we have to have 5G that tracks and knows where you're at all times. And then that's when the real ID pops up. And I think there is logic behind that. But another thing, they could always slap smart on it like their TVs. And they'll believe it's always true. Because we have a veil over our head. I don't. I'm saying, I'm not talking for everyone, Deep State. I'm just saying that I don't have a cloak over my eyes. I'm not a sheep. I'm a wolf. And I will fight if a war fights out. I'll tell you that right now. I ain't got time to play around, and I don't joke. Jokey, jokey, jerky, jerky. Stop doing marijuana. It makes you jerk off like 5 hours at a time. Then the devil, this is the little commercials I'm saying. So the devil, what he has to do is take over Washington, and once he takes over that, he could take over the Federal Reserve. Then when he takes over that, he could take over the stock market. Then after that, he can take over gas stations, what fuels our cars and makes us have freedom of movement. That's all going to stop soon. And the next thing is you have the real ID. And this kind of makes sense to me. Have your fingerprints, have your DNA on there, your blood type, any diseases, your date of birth, how tall you are, what gender you are, the whole 9 yards. That makes sense. All your medical records should be on there on one fucking card. Now think of what credit cards do, right? For over many, many, many years, we use credit cards in our hands where we can indoctrinate into our brains and tell our heads and train us. You know, because like Hillary said, we'll put you in a re-education camp. And that's what's happening. We're being re-educated, even when we finish school and high school and college. Then college puts you in a loop. Not going to go there, because I don't want my neck being coming out or getting shot in the ear. And then all of a sudden we have these credit cards. And then we have to have a driver's license. And then we have to have a fishing license. And then you have to have a gun permit license. The concealed permit, you have to have a license. You want medical marijuana, you have to have a license. It's like you have to have a license with everything. To fly a plane or a jet. But you don't get a license when you go in the military. Doesn't make any sense to me. But you need all these post certifications when you go work in law enforcement. But when you're in the military, you don't get none of that. I mean, you do get qualified. You have to be qualified on the range. Everybody has to get qualified on the range. That's how the Army works. And the Marine Corps. Then you have this reserve shit because you don't want anybody working. It's like you don't want anybody working. Especially me. I'm not working. Yeah, I got income coming in. It's called Social Security. That my birthday, is 01/1879, and I'm on disability. I get disability checks from the government, but the deep state, Luciferian bot, has put it on the third, not the first, because I'm not retired. People that get it on the third are retired at 65. I'm 46. And another thing is I always got my Social Security and my disability on the first, by the way. Just want to inform you of that. Because I think people do need to know I get my money on the first. And then I'm going to keep ranting like this continuously until I get my fucking way like Satan. If Satan can do it, I can do it. Right? Is that correct? So I just went in a little rant there to explain to you that y'all keep fucking with my goddamn shit. But it doesn't do anything to you. Y'all don't even get phased like me. So now I know who gave me birth. I wonder if Satan made me because I just act like that motherfucker. I wonder if he's my dad. So that's what I'm saying about that. That's all I can say about that.